You woke up, or maybe you are still asleep. It is hard to tell with such a fragile human mind. Your little eyes blink at the strange light above you, your body stiff and trembling as if you suddenly realized how small and weak you are compared to the vastness around you. You think you understand what is happening, but every thought you have is slow and clumsy, so limited, so human. It is almost cute to watch you panic, to feel your tiny heart racing, to hear your shallow breaths trying to catch up with the terror you cannot fully comprehend. Do you feel fear yet, or are you too slow to notice? Good, that is exactly what we want. We want you to understand that your power, your knowledge, your little inventions, your precious cities and technologies are nothing here. They mean nothing. You cannot even imagine the forces that move around you. Your history is irrelevant. Your memories are trivial. Every belief you hold, every hope, every dream, meaningless to beings who exist beyond your comprehension. Try to move, try to resist, try to scream. It is amusing to see your arms flail, your legs stumble, your mind racing but failing. We watch your struggle, we mock your efforts. You think your resistance matters, you think you can somehow escape or bargain. It is almost laughable. Look at the way you react to the environment, the air that does not behave like your planet, the gravity that shifts and teases your limbs, the light that changes to confuse your eyes. Every sensation is designed to show you how small, how insignificant, how fragile you truly are. Your thoughts are so easy to read, your confusion, your fear, your awe, all so clear, and yet you are convinced you have control. Your mind tries to grasp something stable, something safe, but there is nothing here that obeys you. Enjoy this, your tiny human brain struggling to make sense of a reality that is far beyond your species. We laugh quietly at your assumptions, at the way you call this experience real, at how you cling to your senses, your instincts, your foolish notions of power. You are awake now in the human sense, but your mind is still trapped in the small, meaningless patterns of your species. Your biology is loud and obvious to us. Your fear is music. Your confusion is poetry. And yet you continue to exist, trying to understand, trying to survive. And that is what makes it so entertaining for us. We do not harm you. Not yet. We only observe, we only enjoy, we only remind you of your limitations, of how little you matter. And as your eyelids flutter and your consciousness finally rises from the fog we created, you awake. Do you feel it now? The helplessness settling into every fiber of your tiny human body, the realization that nothing you have known, nothing you have built, nothing you have believed can protect you here. You can struggle, you can scream, you can flail your limbs, but all of it is meaningless. We are beyond your comprehension, beyond your fragile imagination. Every instinct you cling to fails you. Every sensation is twisted, manipulated. Every breath you take is measured, observed, catalogued. Your fear is music. Your confusion is art, and you are the canvas. Your limbs flail, your tiny muscles strain, your heart pounds, your thoughts spin, and still you cling to hope, such a fragile, foolish thing. Hope, the way you clutch at it like a child at a toy. It is almost cute if it were not so pathetic. Every plan you form collapses before it is conceived. Every attempt to make sense is swallowed by the vastness that surrounds you. You cannot escape, you cannot hide. Your species was never meant for this. Your biology betrays you at every moment. Your senses are so slow, so weak, so laughably inadequate. Your mind races and fails, trying to calculate what is impossible to calculate, trying to reason with forces you cannot perceive, and yet still you breathe, still you move, still you struggle. Every twitch, every falter, every gasp is observed, noted, and savored. We watch your tiny human pride crumble. Your self-importance dissolve. The way you thought you mattered, the way you thought you were in control, evaporates like mist in a storm. Your history, your achievements, your inventions, your cities, your machines, your fragile human ideas of power, all meaningless here. They cannot touch us. They cannot protect you. You are exposed. You are vulnerable. You are perfect for observation. Your mind broadcasts every emotion, every fleeting thought, every panic, every flicker of hope. We hear it all. We feel it all, and we laugh quietly. Amusement not harsh but deep, patient, inevitable. The way the light bends around you, the way the air shifts, the gravity teases your body. Every sensation designed to remind you how small you are, how insignificant, how fragile. You flinch at shadows that are not shadows. You stumble at surfaces that are not solid. Your instincts betray you. Your reactions are predictable. Every movement catalogued, every thought measured, every fear amplified, and yet you continue. Still alive, still conscious, still tiny and weak, the way you gasp, the way you blink, the way your heart pounds, all exquisite, all beautiful, and we continue to watch, patient, amused, silent, until finally the fog lifts, until the semi-conscious haze that dulled your mind clears, until you are fully aware, until the truth of what surrounds you crashes into your fragile perception, and in that moment, in that single, fragile human moment, you realize, with all your tiny human strength, all your limited understanding, all your fragile courage, that nothing you know, nothing you have built, nothing you have believed can save you. And now, finally, as your consciousness rises fully, as your mind registers the scale, the impossibility, the futility, you awake. Do you feel it now? The weight of everything you cannot understand pressing against your tiny human mind, the futility of every thought you have ever had, the weakness in your arms, the trembling in your legs, the way your lungs gasp for air that is not like the air you know, your senses rebelling, your instincts failing, every attempt to comprehend collapsing instantly under the vastness that surrounds you. Do you realize how laughable your species truly is? How small, how fleeting, how utterly insignificant you are in comparison to what exists beyond your fragile world? Every plan, every hope, every notion of power, meaningless, you struggle, you flail, you panic, and it is delicious. Every reaction, every twitch, every pulse of fear is observed and savored. Your mind races and cannot keep up. Your thoughts scatter like dust in a storm. Your imagination is pitifully slow. Your understanding is pitifully limited. And yet you cling, still you cling to the idea that you have control, that somehow your cleverness, your courage, your precious human traits can matter here. How amusing, the way your brain insists on order where there is none, the way your heart insists on survival when survival is irrelevant, the way your instincts insist on reaction when reaction is meaningless. Every second you remain conscious is a gift to us. Your panic a symphony, your confusion a canvas, your helplessness a masterpiece. The light shifts, the gravity twists, the air pulses with unfamiliar currents, and your body cannot adjust. Your senses cannot adapt, your mind cannot process. You are exposed, completely, utterly, pathetically exposed, and we watch, patient, amused, silent, knowing every weakness, knowing every fear, every tiny thought that crosses your fragile human mind. We have waited for this moment, the moment when you realize that you are not alone, that your assumptions, your pride, your knowledge, your species, mean nothing here. You cannot comprehend the scale, you cannot measure the forces, you cannot anticipate the consequences. You are small, you are weak, you are fragile, and that is exactly why we brought you here, to observe, to enjoy, to remind you, in the most exquisite way possible, of your limitations, your mortality, your insignificance. Every heartbeat you feel, every breath you take, every flicker of understanding, is monitored, catalogued, appreciated, and still you continue, still you struggle, still you hope, still you imagine that your efforts might matter, and it is beautiful, it is perfect, it is everything we desire in a specimen, and finally, after the teasing, after the watching, after the careful unfolding of your tiny human drama, we allow it, the moment when your eyes flutter, when your senses clear, when the haze lifts, when your mind, fully awake, begins to comprehend even a fraction of the truth, the immensity, the inevitability, the futility, and in that instant, in that single, fragile human moment, you awake.